Testing. 1, 2, 3. I can count. Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Hey guys, welcome to Random Bits of Randomness. We are going over another Dumb Laws episode, and today's Dumb Law state is... Oh wait, John, do we have any announcements before this?
I don't know about announcements, but we do have some guesses. I guessed California, TGI guessed New Jersey, Link the Plumber guessed Hawaii. I feel like Awkward Lunacy guessed something too, but
I guessed Idaho.
Idaho. Let's see who's closest. Are you ready?
We are doing...
New Jersey!
New Jersey!
Wait, whoa, who guessed that on the spot? That was TGI?
Well, good job,
Dang,
TGI.
how did you know?
You got New Jersey.
Okay.
Let's look up some New Jersey laws. New Jersey...
Should we just go with this one?
Okay, yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so we're doing this article from stupidlaws.com.
Epic. Let's just jump right into it with the first one. County jails aren't allowed to spend more than 50 cents per day on prisoners.
Wait.
That means prisoners' lives must suck.
50 cents a day. Wait. I'm trying to think. Is that their whole budget is 50 cents a day?
Like
so
for their food?
That's what I'm wondering. Is it for their food alone, or is that like the whole operating budget for them?
No idea.
Still, yeah, 50 cents. What can you buy for 50? I can't feed myself for 50 cents.
After 2 days. After 3 days, you go buy a chocolate bar.
Oh my, yay!
Dang. This is in New Jersey? What's the Jersey accent? New Jersey.
Okay, so you ready for my reason for this?
Yeah, what's your reason?
So, New Jersey is full of criminals.
Uh-huh.
And consequently, everyone's being thrown in jail. And they were having a real big budget problem because they kept trying to supply food for everyone. And people were like, oh my gosh, you know what? It's better to go to jail than to live out on the streets. So they caused more criminals, and it just caused crime to skyrocket. So like, what can we do? Okay, that wasn't even to trying to stop the crime. It was just like, we can't afford this anymore. So they had to cut it back to 50 cents a day. And this was passed, I don't know when, probably 100 years ago, when 50 cents was actually a decent amount. Nowadays, 50 cents is not much. But, you know, daily wage used to be a couple bucks. So, anyways, this was passed back then. And back then, 50 cents was actually enough to actually feed someone. But they, unfortunately, lawmakers are stupid and they don't understand inflation. Like we've established previously, lawmakers are among the most unintelligent people on this planet. They don't understand inflation, and they just kept it at 50 cents a day, and that is why today the New Jersey jail system is full of starving people who keep dying. And they're all unclothed because they can't afford clothes. Because Can you imagine how much a shirt would cost? How many days a shirt would cost?
More than 10. Okay. Yep. Going on to number 2, a woman forfeits her property rights to her husband if she's been ravished unless the husband forgives her.
If she's been ravished?
Yeah.
So if someone rapes her, she loses all of her property rights.
Yep, it's her fault. She was raped, and her husband needs to forgive her.
Yeah, moral of the story is, don't go get raped, woman. What are you doing getting raped? Okay, John, you have to give the reason why this stupid law got passed.
Well, you may call it a stupid law, a dumb law, but this was very important when it came out, Isaac. You don't realize, do you?
Oh, why? When it came out? What was happening when this came out that made this important?
See, back in the day in New Jersey, everyone was ravishing each other. It was big. Well, you want to know why? They want to get into jail. And this is a pretty easy crime to get into the jail.
Okay, that would make it easy to get into jail.
Well, men are a lot stronger than females, biologically. So it would always be men ravishing the females. And the females got kind of annoyed that they weren't able to get into jail system because all of the men were just stronger than them. So it was female lawmakers that were able to get around the system.
Oh, okay, so this is actually a feminist law.
Yeah, it was a very feminist law. They were to get around a system where if a guy rapes them, then the girl goes to the jail because it's her fault. So the guy has to forgive the girl. She did it. That way the females could get a chance of this sweet jail also.
Oh, that makes sense now. Now I understand this law, and it's no longer quite as dumb as I thought, apparently.
Yeah, it's not dumb at all.
Okay, ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Número 3. Couples must wait at least 72 hours to be married unless the man has raped the woman. Okay. I don't even know where to start with this one. Okay, so I've got to build up a reason. The reason built on the last one, actually. So the reason you would have to wait 72 hours is because they really wanted to encourage rape. Again, it was these female lawmakers who wanted excuses for these women to be able to do this, and then they're like, nope, you can't get married unless you rape her. And like, oh, no, okay. And then, so they would talk about it, a couple, and you're like, okay, you know what, we're going to do this. And unfortunately, she would also lose all her property rights in the process. Dang, that's just retarded.
Yeah.
He has to rape her for them to get married faster, and then they lose their property right. First of all, who's getting married in 72 hours? Let's admit it, that was stupid people in the first place. You've got to go slower than that. But secondly, my gosh, okay, I've got to come up with a good reason, though. I'm trying to think. Usually I can think of stuff right on the top, but this was just so weird. Okay, there's a little extra thing down here. Say a man and a woman want to get married in New Jersey. They'll have to wait 72 hours unless that is the man was arrested for bastardy, rape, or fornication, or of having had carnal knowledge of an unmarried female, and the accused person consents to marry such female. In that case, okay. Huh. If that was actually a separate thing that you would actually be able to, you were forced to marry. Oh no, because you would consent, huh? I don't know. This is retarded. Basically, lawmakers were like, okay, we want people to be able to think about marriage before they do it. So we want to give them a 72-hour waiting period. Just like you stop gun ownership, or, you know, you stop crimes with guns. If you make people wait 72 hours before they buy a gun, they're not going to shoot up the school. You do the same thing here. You make people wait 72 hours before they marry. That way they have time to actually think it over and make sure it's the right decision. Now, the exception to that is if the guy's raping the woman, obviously they're illogical and they're not going to think it over in 72 hours. So
just give it to them?
Yeah, might as well just give it to them.
So is this between lawmakers, half of the lawmakers trying to make the city like a nice, peaceful city, and the other half trying to make it super crime-filled so people could get into the jail system?
Yep, there's a big conflict, and that's why you get a lot of these retarded laws, because there's got the conflict of these lawmakers trying to get rid of crime, and the other half trying to create more crime so that people can get into the jail system.
Okay.
Moving on to number 4.
If the horn accidentally sounds while making love in a car, the couple could face a jail term.
Alrighty.
Dang, what
Why is this, John?
New Jersey and all of this romantic stuff.
All of this jailing romantic stuff.
They were really...
So it has to be accident, though. It can't be on purpose.
Yeah, it has to be... We purposely did it, officer.
Yeah, how do you know that they accidentally...
Okay, why is this a crime, you may ask? Well, I'll tell you why.
Okay, tell me.
Give me a second. Okay, so, if you're in a car and someone comes in to rape you, you're probably going to try to get attention of everyone, right? Because you're going to want to get help, right?
Mm-hmm.
So... what's an easier way to grab attention? Honking the horn on the car.
Yep.
Just to get people to notice that you're in trouble.
Okay.
Well, consequently, people would just be making love in the car on their own accord and then accidentally honk the horn, and people would notice and be like, whoa, what's happening there? And it was just an uncomfortable situation for every single person, and no one really liked that because, I mean, and it stopped as soon as people started getting raped inside of cars and horns would be honked. Nobody would go to see what's going on because, I mean, they didn't care anymore. They're like, oh, it's just teens making accidental horn car noises.
Alright, so it was illegal so that if it honked, you knew it was going to be actual crime.
That's for safety reasons. Mm-hmm. You need to know who's in danger.
Okay, I'm glad they got those safety laws.
Yeah, I'm glad they got the safety laws too.
So could they actually use recordings of honking horns as evidence in court to show that the woman lost her property rights and had to go to jail?
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the next one. It's illegal for parents to give their children under the age of 18 even a sip of alcohol. Okay, that's actually interesting because actually most places, not most, I don't know if it's most places, but I know in a lot of places you're illegally allowed to drink in a guardian's home when you're under the age. Anyways, so this was made because people realize that loophole in New Jersey, and we already know it's just a bunch of criminals that live there. It's only people who live in New Jersey. And they were all just hosting parties for their kids. They were just giving them alcohol. You ended up with a big drunk kid problem, and it was protected by law because they would have a parent's consent, because the parents don't care because they're all druggies and thieves and rapists anyways. So, because of that, they ended up passing this law to make it so even a sip of alcohol was illegal. Because, see, sometimes what parents would do is they would actually give their kids lots of sips. Like, here, just take a sip. Take another sip. Take another sip. So, this was to counteract that.
Okay, whack. Moving on to number 6. You may not walk your cattle on the street on Sunday.
Every other day is okay.
And you can walk it anywhere else, just not on the street.
Yep. You want to know why? Sunday's the Lord's Day.
And you know, and you know what cattle are? Cattle are not Christian. They are Hindu.
They're Hindu. Cows are Hindu.
No, what are they? What religion worships the cows?
I think it might be Hindu.
If it's not Hindu, we apologize.
If it's not Hindu, he apologizes.
See, New Jersey is a very, very Catholic state. Don't fact check that.
That's why they're all criminals.
That's why they're all criminals. Exactly. They go hand in hand. Anyways, because of how Catholic they are, they hate cows. Cows, they just cannot stand them because cow represents dying and turning into a cow, and cows are worshipped by other people, and they just can't handle that. Yeah. So they honestly hate cows so much, but they kind of realize that they need to eat food. They can't just get rid of cows entirely, so they need to keep the cows. They just hate seeing cows on Sundays when they go to church on the street. They're like driving down the road, and oh hey, a cow's in the middle of the road. That's a pain.
Get that stupid Hindu crap out of here.
Yeah, exactly. So they just, made it a law where you cannot walk your cattle. Because people own cows there.
Yep. Okay, moving on. Raw hamburger. Your phone is noisy. It's trying to emphasize what I'm saying, though. Raw hamburgers may not be sold.
So
is that even the meat? Like, you can't have a hamburger patty sold in the supermarket? They just have to have it in the
They have
form?
to cook it up. You have to make the hamburger.
Okay, you want to know why this is a law?
Why?
Because it goes back to the whole worship cow thing, right? Mm-hmm. People were just killing cows to get rid of them. And they would sell, but they had to still make some money, and the Catholic Church was buying up all of the raw hamburgers just to get rid of the cow populations in New Jersey. Uh-huh. And so the small Hindu lobby that was there, trying to counteract this, decided that they would lobby that they would have to cook the hamburgers first, because that would raise the price because there's extra steps in it, which made it so it was harder for the Catholic Church to afford all the hamburgers in New Jersey, making it so they stopped buying all the hamburgers, which made it so they stopped killing all the cows, which made it so some cows stayed around.
So is this a Hindu versus Christian, robbers versus police state? Like, it just has both sides?
Yeah, but it's got both sides fighting. The Hindus are the minority, the Catholics are the majority, but there's a battle going on in the state.
Dang. Number 8. People may not slurp their soup.
Okay, why is soup slurping so despicable?
I don't know. Why is it so despicable?
Well, you tell me. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'll tell you, because I know the reason, but just give me a second while I form my thoughts, because...
Yeah, gotta make a coherent argument here.
Yeah, I just got a tornado warning on my ad on the phone.
Yeah, you probably...
Yeah, it's probably true, huh?
Yeah, actually, it literally is, because we're about to have a hurricane, so...
Okay, people may not slurp their soup. I mean, I can't relate this to anything else. I can't think of a way to relate it to anything else.
Yeah, just making more laws so you go to jail easier. I don't know.
Do you think that's the case? Do you think they're so wanting jail that much that they just create dumb laws just to get into jail? Like, out of every single state, dumb laws are like, yeah, that's dumb. In New Jersey, people are like glorifying dumb laws.
Yeah, they're like,
oh, it's a dumb law, so we ain't gonna break it right now.
Yep.
Do you think a lot of people then? Do you think people slurp their soup all the time just to hopefully get into jail?
I think before this, no one was slurping soup, but when this became an option, everyone started doing it.
Around New Jersey, it's just like, oh, we gotta slurp our soup now.
Is that the reason?
Yeah, I think that's the reason.
Okay, moving on. That one was a joint effort. Pinball machines are not to be played on Sunday. Oh, that just goes back into the whole Catholics are the majority. They don't want people breaking the Sabbath. And so they outlawed pinball machines on Sunday. Every other day is okay, but don't want to break the law on Sunday. Luckily, the Catholics trying to make people better on Sunday also gives people more opportunities for jail. Because now if you want to go to jail and you don't want to be like a horrible person who kills someone or rape someone, well, your option is go play pinball on Sunday. You can still get into jail. You don't have to rape people to get into jail. Last one is pickles are not to be consumed on Sundays. There's a lot of Sunday laws.
There's a lot of Catholics.
Yeah, I guess those two go hand in hand, don't they?
Pickles are not to be consumed on Sundays. I mean, we all know pickles are, like, from the devil, right? We all know that.
Yes, definitely.
Like, pickles, I mean, who likes pickles? What do people put pickles on? People put pickles on hamburgers.
Yes, they do. That's the only thing you ever put pickles on.
Mm-hmm. And who created the law where you have to cook hamburgers up? The Hindus.
Yep.
Because, I mean, they don't want cows to be killed. So if you eat pickles, you're supporting cows. And, I mean, do you really want to support cows, guys? So they had to just say, guys, don't eat pickles. Because, I mean, when other time do you eat pickles? Nowhere. Never.
I don't even eat them on my hamburgers. Pickles are nasty.
Yeah. But, I mean, if someone were to put them on, they want to eat them plain. That's gross. You would only put them on hamburgers.
Yeah, no, that's the only place.
That's the only place. So it was just more Hindu propaganda and Catholic propaganda going back and forth. And, you know, if pickles were able to be eaten on Sunday, then so would hamburgers. But they're not. So it's just, they kind of go hand in hand.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, well, guys, those were the dumb laws of New Jersey. I hope you guys feel a lot more educated after this.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, we are live for the next couple days while we're all together in Texas. Afterwards, we'll be back to our normal schedule after next Wednesday. Anyways, thanks for watching, and peace!
Ciao, ciao.